This is counter to intelligence. That's right. I was about to call it something else.
We just keep changing the name every week.
Counter to intelligence.
Welcome to Counter to Intelligence. I am Ken, and with me is my good friend, as always.
I'm Tom. I am the ultimate skeptic. In fact, I'm not even sure I'm here right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see
Yeah,
how it goes.
I'm actually skeptical that you're actually here. I think this might be an AI version of you that you are projecting and you have someone just typing replies.
It could be. I mean, my question is, if I'm funnier this week than last week or say better things, like, do we credit the AI? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you are funnier, I want to continue with the AI.
I am going to lose my contract. This is
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, and hey, that's where AI is going. They're taking over. I might just take a photo of you and then use your likeness and
Oh
just
my
start.
God.
Wow.
That would be really good. Can you make me look better? I think that would be helpful too. We could pull
Yeah,
a good audience,
yeah,
right? Better
yeah,
audience.
yeah. Or like you'll always be wearing like a wife beater, and you'll be like real
I'd
like,
like to look intimidating for this, right?
yeah,
I feel like,
yeah.
yeah, we should do that, or just like sort of George Clooneyify what's going on here.
Yeah.
Just make it look just a
No,
little
you
better.
want to look better.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, right,
See what I
right.
did? See,
That was good.
see,
That was
I
good.
complimented you backhandedly.
Yeah, I
So
felt it. It was
yeah,
impressive though. The
yeah.
mental agility is on point.
Nice. So this week, like if people watched last week, we ended it by saying we were going to talk about drones
That's right.
because last week we talked about the guy who blew up, and incidentally, what he blew himself up for, or what we think he's blown up for, was for drones because he talked about drones in his manifesto, and I still say he's not dead; he's out there. Um, but this week we are going to talk about drones, and it goes on to, and there's some new developments that just happened this week involving the drones, which we're
Oh,
going to get
okay.
into. I don't know if you heard about that, but we'll get to that.
I missed this. This is important news.
Yeah. So basically, I thought it would be important first to go over the timeline of the recent drones. Now, there's always been drones and stuff going on. Um, I actually I'm going to tell my personal drone story about 5, 6 years ago. Uh, where we live outside of DC, and uh, we I live between South Mountain and Camp David and the Contoctons. So there's a lot of like dignitaries coming up to Camp David up there, and every now and then you see more air stuff going on, so something's going on. You know, well, like 5, 6 years ago, my wife and I were outside and we saw this thing in the sky at at night, and it was huge. It was a big, and at first I was thinking, oh, it's a plane, but then it just stopped, and it was just stopped, and it just sat there for 5 minutes, and then it started moving again. And so through the looking up at it through the cloud, we could kind of see it because of the clouds, because it was below the cloud line. We could see the outline of the thing, and it was like really big. And I think it's Lockheed Martin made this craft called the Athena. And if you look it up, it's kind of looks like a stealth vehicle.
Oh, neat.
Um, but and I am fairly certain that that is what we saw was the Athena drone, which was like kind of a top secret thing for a long time, but it came out like 10 years ago that this thing existed. So I didn't see it in the time that it was super top secret. But like when we saw it, I hadn't really heard about it, but my wife and I looked it up because we're like, what was that? That was huge. And it, like I said, it was flying from South Mountain towards Catoctin, and it flew by a couple times. But at one point, it just stopped midair, and I could see it with the lights still going around it and just like sitting there. So it wasn't like it was being hidden. It wasn't
Right.
like there's lights on it, stuff going on.
So do you
But
think, I mean, South Mountain, that's the land of the good ice cream. Do you think it stopped for ice cream? Do you think
I,
that's
well, it didn't go, it went past South Mountain. So
okay.
from what I understand, and I talked to some people at the time, on the other side of South Mountain, past Boonesboro, there is like a landing field over there that is government owned.
Got it.
So they say that it probably went over there and landed. and then was coming back, but it was probably patrolling because there was probably something going on at Camp David at the time, so this was just extra security.
Right. But
Um,
this is a real drone. I mean, this is not
yeah,
really
yeah,
unidentified.
it's
We know
yeah,
what it
this
is.
is a real drone. Yeah, this one is identified, but I just thought it'd be interesting because it was a personal
That is
thing.
pretty cool that
So
you saw it. Yeah.
yeah, it
I've
was. It
actually
was
never seen one. I've never
yeah.
seen like yeah.
Like I mean, I knew it wasn't like a UFO. I knew it was something R because I figured at the level it was flying and stuff that if it was like a UFO or a bad thing, there would be other jets scrambling to chase it, and
Right.
nothing was. And I was like, there's no way that thing is not being hit on some kind of radar. So
Right.
because it really did, I at first I thinking it was just some kind of plane, but then when it literally stopped and sat in one area for 5 minutes, I was like, okay, planes don't do that. So anyway,
Yeah,
so
that's
but the
really cool.
timeline, so this whole drone thing happened, like the new drone thing. It started in New Jersey. That's where we all hear about. And so I got the timeline of events, and I thought I'd go over it so we kind of have an idea, and then we'll go over talking more about it. But it began November 18th. Uh, the Asbury Park Press reported witnesses began spotting several large drones in New Jersey. The uh, Morris County Prosecutor's Office in New Jersey says their law enforcement patrolmen spotted the drones. And then there was a temporary flight restriction issued by the FAA on November 22nd. Uh, they had restrictions banning drones going over the Trump National Golf Club in New Jersey. Um, and this ban of flying over this area was through December 6th. Well, that didn't seem to stop the drones. They kept coming. So then on the 26th, it expanded to some other places. On November 25th, they expanded it. And then they expanded the length to go through December 26th. But the drones kept coming.
Yeah.
Um,
But not on
drone,
Thanksgiving, right? Didn't they take a break on Thanksgiving? That's what I heard.
yeah, yeah. Well, it says a drone sighting diverted a helicopter rescue near on November 26th. It was the Rattan Valley Community College in New Jersey said a drone spotting prevented a helicopter from picking up a victim injured in a car crash.
Oh, wow.
So it kind of deterred some stuff. Then on December 1st, more spottings happened. December 2nd, again, more spottings. December 3rd, uh, it was issued by the government that the drone sightings posed no threat to public safety, but on December 26th, it prevented someone getting to the hospital. So uh,
Yeah, it's not the
there's some
threat.
public
Yeah.
safety there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So uh, then on December 3rd, same day, this is all on December 3rd, the FBI asked the public to report any information regarding the drone sightings along the river. So again, so now the FBI's gotten involved now.
Right.
And so that makes you think, okay, they don't know what's going on and they
Yeah.
want information from the public.
Right.
Uh, then Cory Booker, the center, he on December 10th, he said he wanted more information. And he urged the federal government to share more information about the drone sightings to calm the fears of residents. They didn't do that.
Right.
Uh, so then on so then on December 11th, we got the New Jersey congressman and what is his name? It's here somewhere. Oh, Congressman Drew Van Drew. He came out on the 11th on Fox News saying that the drones were sent by Iran, and immediately the Pentagon denied that. So they
Right.
came out and said, no, they're not, but still weren't saying who they were.
But don't worry about it. That was the
Yeah,
big thing.
yeah, yeah.
We
That
don't
was
know what
like,
they are, but don't worry. Yeah.
yeah, it's not Iran. They're not bad, but we don't know who they are.
Right.
So,
And
so
that's completely logical for everybody. Yeah.
right. So now, so it's been happening in New Jersey. Now, on December 12th, former Governor Larry Hogan, he spots drones from his house in Maryland. And now they've moved down to Maryland. So we're in Maryland now. A White House official said that the purported sightings of drones are actually lawful and operated manned craft. Again, that now they're saying that, but who they are, there's don't know.
They're manned, but we don't know
Yeah, so now they're saying that was a manned craft, not a drone. But then on the 13th, New Jersey residents report a drone crash, and the New Jersey governor asked for help. Police reported that no drones were found after receiving reports that the drone crashed into a field and struck a power line near Route 206. So that's actually reminiscent of, to me, and this is off the drones, but in the 1960s, a UFO crashed in Pennsylvania and took out some power lines in a field. And the government said, oh, no, there was nothing there. So something crashed and took out something, but it wasn't that. But again, they said, whatever it wasn't a drone, but they didn't say what it was. All right. So again,
did the crop circles appear before or after that? Is there any
after?
All right.
Yeah. And they actually said that the emergency responders couldn't find evidence of a crash happening, but something took out the electricity there. Yeah. And it had to be repaired. Democrat New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy wrote a letter to Biden asking for more resources on behalf of the state, saying the existing laws limit taking action against unmanned aircraft.
You mean all the ammo and stuff I got to shoot down the drones is just not, I can't use it.
Yeah. Yeah. So they didn't have, so they are addressing it, and Trump reacts on December 14th. This Mayor Adams, he reacted to the drone concerns, and Trump reacts. The mayor of New York said has concerns over the sightings. President-elect Trump posted a Truth Social calling for authorities to shoot down the mysterious drones seen over New Jersey and Staten Island, which may not be a good idea because we don't know what they are and what could happen.
Not. Yeah.
So on December 15th, so this is like every day something is happening.
Right.
So then December 15th, Governor Kathy Hochul of New York announced that the federal government is deploying a drone detection system to the state to aid in the investigation into the recent drone sightings. Again, remember, they've already said that they're not bad, they're not going to do anything wrong, but we don't know who they are. But here we're going to help you detect it so we can continue investigate who they are.
Right.
So we're still getting this like weird statements from the government. Yeah. Trump then on December 16th has this to say. He comments on it. He now says the government knows what is happening. And when asked about the New Jersey drone mystery during a wide-ranging Monday morning news conference, he's like, they know what's going on. And basically they know what's happening. The FBI also warned New Jersey residents on the same day, please do not point lasers at the drones. And
so obviously somebody did that. So yeah, multiple somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. So don't do that. Don't point lasers at the drones. I guess that's aggressive.
On my checklist.
Yeah. Like, but I'm going to point lasers at the drones. You can't stop me. Like that was that was actually in, that was New Jersey's. Also that same day, 2 people in Virginia Beach spotted drones coming from the ocean coming over. So now, now they're in Virginia Beach as well. December 17th, New Jersey mayor says there's radioactive material missing amid mysterious drone sightings. So now we got drones and radioactive material. It's gone. They don't know where it went. That's not a good thing. So that's gone now. Then December 19th, the FAA prohibits drone flights over more parts of New Jersey. They expanded it. And this restriction is to go through January 17th. But the drones don't listen. They keep coming.
These drones have a mind of their own.
Yeah, they don't care. Like, you keep restricting. So they're restricting. The thing is, these restrictions are affecting. It's kind of like I don't want to. I'm going to say it's like gun control laws.
Right.
You're sticking like lawfully owned owners of guns. They're restricted, but uh the whatever the bad guys do whatever
Right.
they want.
Yeah. So the legal, drone flyers who would like to fly the drone to go see the bad drones can't do it. So now it's
Right.
just the bad ones up there.
Yes,
Yeah.
and just the bad ones are flying around. And from what I understand, there's other things where people have flown their drones toward like lawful good, I guess good. We'll say they're good guys. Flew their drones towards the mysterious drones, and their drones fell out of the sky. Like something was propulsed it, and they lost their batteries, and the batteries drained. And there's
And
numerous reports of
yeah,
that. So almost like an EMP type
yeah.
of thing.
So these things
Uh,
can have some defense systems, is what it
yeah,
sounds
so they
like.
have that. Now there's many theories of what these things are.
Oh,
Uh,
I gotta hear
all right,
what they are.
so one is obviously it's drones from Iran. Others are drones from China. Others have taken photos and they look bizarre. They don't like these photos of these drones are like a circle, and
Right.
it's not necessarily like what you think, like what we have, like your DG is a DJI or DJL,
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
DJI drones, where it's like got these four propellers and they're like what you think of when you think of drone. It's something odder. And some people are going biblical with it, that like, and
Right.
I think it's Ezekiel where he talks about the wheel within a wheel. And if you
Yeah.
look at some of the footage of it, it does look like
Look like a wheel within a wheel.
wheel
I've seen
wheel
it.
within a wheel.
Yeah.
And I think that was he was describing an angelic being
Yeah.
in Ezekiel. And so some people are thinking it's uh not necessarily angelic, but more demonic, like
Right.
these
I've
are
heard that theory.
demons.
Yeah.
Um and we can get into that. There's another theory of the UFOs and that as well, but that's another
Wow.
show.
Yeah.
But so that's the other theory. Others are it's alien.
Right.
Um,
Alien.
but then
What about
so
us? Could it be US? I mean, I think that's
well,
got to be.
and then that's the other is that
Yeah.
it is the U.S. government doing some kind of practice,
Right.
and so we don't, and that's why they say they're good, but we don't like they don't want to. Like, but you would think if it is us, they would just say, "Hey, these are drills that the Air Force is doing, or the military, or we are doing," and why would the FBI then say, "Hey, give us all the information you have"?
Right.
Why? But what are your thoughts? What do you
I
think?
mean, I'm just as baffled as you, and that's what's so fascinating about this is that we have no way of knowing. I mean, I don't. The physics of an alien craft getting here just seem, unlikely, right? The physics, at least based on our known science, and maybe this is science that's beyond what we know, but whoever's doing it. But the physics of, getting from some other place in the universe to here just seem impossible, right? So
Yeah.
I feel like it's terrestrial. Now, I have heard this crazy theory. I love to hear your thoughts on this, that the aliens were already here and
Hmm.
maybe we evolved from them or something like that. Or there's some split
Yeah.
at some point, and they're living in the ocean. That's why they're coming off the ocean
Yeah.
and coming here.
I've heard that. Yeah.
But I feel like, I mean, the other thing that makes me think that would not make any sense among the many reasons is like the FAA lights. Why are most of these flashing, except for the orbs, which are weird, but like the other ones are having proper FAA lighting that they
Hmm.
then turn off when you get close. That
Yeah.
seems like that's somebody who's a human who knows how to do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So they know what our laws are, and they're kind of almost abiding. They're breaking
Right.
them, but they also have the
Right.
proper safety.
Right.
And then, but then, like you said, they're turning them off when you get too close,
Right.
which isn't safe. But
Right.
so they're
No problem.
screwing with them,
Yeah.
and they're they're not. I mean, it'd be like what I would do if I had a drone, and so
Right.
maybe it's me.
Do you think,
Um,
I mean, I'm kind of looking at the bunker you're in right there and wondering is like if you turn to your right and the camera would show us, are you controlling the drones in New Jersey? Like,
no,
is that,
I'm not going to show you any, although right
oh,
there.
oh,
The
foldable drone
E99
E99.
foldable drone. This is
I've
built
never heard
by
of that
China,
brand. Oh, by China. Oh, I see.
and
I see. Yeah.
it's for ages 14 and up.
Okay,
Uh,
I think you'll qualify.
I have never downloaded the app that you're supposed to. I just use the controller. Anytime I get a drone and it's made in China and there's an app involved, I have even the DJIs. I will not download the
Wow,
app. I do not trust it.
nice.
Because I'm trying to, like I said, I want to build my own drone, and I also want to find. I know there's a couple American companies that build drones because I want a cool drone,
Right.
but
Me too. I haven't gotten one yet. I'm
yeah, the
looking.
American company ones are kind of expensive. Like they're more
That's no
expensive
problem.
than the DJIs right now,
Yeah, it's like
and that's
five
a
thousand
problem.
dollars or something. One of them
Yeah,
was.
and I was
Crazy.
like, ugh. And so, but but the thing is, to actually do what I want to do with the drone, you need the app because you got to record video and stuff.
Yeah.
And so you need that, and that kind of makes me sad. So I don't, and I just don't trust the Chinese apps. Like I think
Right.
they're getting information.
They're getting all your info and they're going to sell it to the guys flying the drones. It's going to be
Yeah.
maybe this is like the drone wars. Like maybe this is a start,
Yeah, it is. It's the start of something. Now, I did say there was a thing last week, and a major update. Uh,
Oh, major.
and this comes from President-elect Trump. Uh, he had a big meeting with all the governors of all the Republican governors in the United States.
Right.
Because I guess I think they always do that. Like
Right.
when they bring in all the governors from their party, and so there are drone uh stories now in Florida, North Carolina, Georgia, Texas. So it's all over the
All
place.
over. Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
over.
like people are flying, and people are like in areas that are restricted. They're flying over restricted airspace. These drones are,
Right.
and they're big, and all of them are like reporting big car sized or bigger vehicles. Um, and he said, and we're gonna see if he sticks to his word. Is he like, now I know in like last administration he said some stuff and he did like stick to what he said. He's like, which is different from most elected people, like whether you liked him or not. When he said he was going to do something, he did it. Like,
Right.
it's like
Exactly.
good or bad. He's like, I'm doing this, and he did it. And so, and he like kind of stuck with it. And he said in this meeting, the day after his inauguration, he was going to release all the information on what the drones are and what they're doing and who they are and what the administration is going to do about it. So he
I heard him
said,
say that. Yeah.
yeah, so that's the day after. So inauguration is what, the 20th or 21st?
20. That's a good question. I think it's the 20th. Yeah.
Yeah, 20. So on the 21st, he is going to release the information. And I'm gonna, like, if he doesn't, I'm gonna skewer him. And he's not gonna like what I have to say on Instagram and X, because I'm gonna be
All
like,
10 of our
gang, rah,
subscribers
rah,
or
rah, rah,
listeners.
yeah. My
Yeah.
mom and your mom and our wives are gonna be like, yeah,
All over it.
Ken took it to him.
That's
And
right.
then Don will be like, whoa, Ken, you and your 4 followers, calm down. I don't need an insurrection. That was bad last time
That
that
didn't work
happened.
well the last time.
Yeah,
From
you thought January 6th was crazy. Wait for me
right.
and my 5 friends
Oh my gosh.
to
Yeah.
stand outside the White House yelling, "You lied about the drones." And they're not going to want that.
That was a good megaphone noise,
Yeah,
by the
like
way.
that.
It should,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I've been practicing it.
Yeah. I don't, I couldn't do that. I feel like you should write a book and show the technique and yeah, it'll
No,
be
I don't want to give all
maybe.
my secrets away.
All right. Well, maybe that's how we talk to the aliens. I don't know. I'm excited to hear what he says or if he says anything, to be honest,
Yeah.
because I feel like as the skeptic, there's got to be some earthly explanation, right?
Yeah.
I
So,
just feel like it's headed that way.
so are you worried about the drones?
I wouldn't say I'm worried like personally, but I'm worried for the planes that might hit them. You know, you've got all
Yeah.
this stuff flying up there. If you're in a passenger jet, they've
Yeah.
seen pictures of these weird things, and whatever it is not flying by the rules. So that's what concerns
Yeah.
me is they're
Well,
gonna
I mean, I'll
hit an
say
airplane.
like I hadn't even heard about that accident where the helicopter had to be rerouted
Yeah,
because of a
that was a
drone.
weird one.
Like that, I mean, that's like I probably should have done more research on that one part to find out, did the guy survive? Did he
Right.
die? Who can you, like, I mean, if he didn't, that's sad. That's horrible. But
Yeah.
it's like I was like, whoa, like when I read that, I was like, and then I thought it was interesting that like the next day, like, yeah, they're not posing any kind of threat to people. It's like, dude was in a car accident. Like,
Right. Right.
what do you
And
mean?
you,
Is like it's hampering.
yes. And you
People.
have even before this, right? The pilots that were Navy pilots testified before Congress, legitimate, said, look, we were flying fighter jets and we had to change our training exercises because these
Mhm.
things were out there. So something is out there. And I guess my word would be another country is way far, if it's not us, another country
Yeah,
is way far ahead of us,
yeah.
right?
And who
They
would
know
that
how to
be
do
though?
it.
Like but I mean, I know some people say China, but the thing about China is, and I could be wrong on this, I don't think they are technologically more advanced than us. I think
Right.
what they do is they steal our technology and replicate it.
Yes.
So they do like in so their stuff isn't better necessarily. It's
Right.
cheaper because it's all done slave labor, you know.
Right.
So they,
And they didn't
that's
have
how
to
they
invent it. They didn't spend
yeah,
any time inventing
they
it.
didn't spend any time researching and all that. They just taken it. Like and
Right.
then you know so I mean I don't know, and I don't think Iran is more advanced. That's I mean, so like the guy saying that Iran has some sort of submarine and then they're I'm like I don't think I really don't think they're that
That
maybe
seems
I'm
weird to me that that would be the country of all the countries
yeah of
too.
all the countries
Yeah.
that like Russia maybe that's
Right.
where I would
Russia,
think.
China, I would see that. Yeah.
Yeah, Russia I could see doing it. And I don't think North Korea could do it because
Mhm.
half their buildings they build are just shells to look like they have a cool skyline, but then they can't even keep the lights on. Like, like whenever you see those shots from space, like North Korea is always dark
It
and the
is.
rest of the world
Yeah.
has lights on.
Yep.
And because they can't pay their electric bill. And I feel for them. I've been there. I know what it's like not to
You've been
being
there?
able to
Oh, wow.
yeah, well not being able to keep your lights on.
Oh, right.
I've been like
Gotcha.
it's
Not been
hard.
there
It's
physically. No, it's
yeah,
hard
it's
to
no,
keep the lights
yeah.
on.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is. It's hard. It's a lot of work, you know.
it
And then
is.
especially if you're building fake buildings, and
Right. Because that's a lot of energy to put into the fake buildings, and then you gotta fake light it.
yeah. And it's like, why are you lighting them anyway? Nobody's in there. And anyway, they should be in their house looking at your picture saying how cool you are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, did
and
you know they have fake fruit like that for some of the grocery stores? They have like fake fruit, like wax fruit and stuff, like
oh, to
show
make it
make it
so
look
when
like it's full. Yeah,
yeah. Ooh, that's sad. That's sad. But
that's
that has
sad.
nothing to
Yeah.
do with our drones. So
No, no.
yeah. So what
But Greenland, do you think Greenland? So if let's go down the conspiracy rabbit hole.
mhm,
President Trump said, soon to be president again, Trump said, I'm gonna annex Greenland, right?
yeah.
Okay. And he also did this, instituted the Space Force. He's the one that did that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Connection. Do you think there's a connection?
Well, yeah, so you're going there with that. And what's interesting about Greenland, and they actually want that, apparently. Like
Oh,
there was
really?
apparently the people of Greenland aren't really against the idea. Like I know he
That's
also
right.
said something similar about Canada, but the
Right.
Greenland thing is that's a like very sparsely populated country.
Right.
Um, and they like I guess when they went there, there was like I don't, it wasn't him, but it was his sons went there and they were all wearing MAGA hats and a huge, like, Nook is got like a population of like maybe 4 or 5 thousand. I could be wrong, but
Right.
it's not a huge population of people. And a majority of these people were at the airport to welcome Donald
Oh,
Trump Jr. So it's
I
like,
had no idea. I mean, it's
yeah,
like two high schools, right? For
yeah,
two big
yeah,
high schools,
yeah.
that's
It's
the
like,
population.
there's hardly anyone on this huge country, and it's got a lot of natural resources, like
Right.
which is I understand why he wants to annex it, and it makes sense, like of why you'd want to.
Right.
But anyway, but what you're saying about there's like the whole conspiracy about space and Mars, and uh, a lot of people don't think we have Mars rovers.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I heard
and
that.
Greenland is involved in this conspiracy. In that, if you look at like some of the places in Greenland, there is the landscape looks like Mars, and
Oh,
it would
wow.
be just like my lighting right now. There's a red tint. So if
right?
you took pictures of Greenland and then just added red tint, you're like, hey, that's Mars. And
Wow.
so, and there are some weird photos, and we'll get into that some down the road. But there are some odd photos of vehicles with NASA insignia and logos in Greenland. And why are they there?
Oh, I cannot wait for the Greenland conspiracy. You have to send the pictures ahead
You
of
didn't
time.
even know this, and you
I
open that
didn't.
can of worms. Look at you.
Wow, I had no
Like
idea that was a thing.
that is a thing. It's crazy,
Wow.
craziness. So, but I
It's
don't know that they're involved in the drones, but
yeah.
I guess also the drones have there's some in Canada have been reported now as well.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So like these drones are like flying all over the place. I don't know that they've hit Mexico yet. They probably don't want to because the cartels will take them out. And
Probably the scariest place on earth down there.
yeah,
That's like the one place where they would not fly, probably.
yeah, like stay away from Mexico, man. Don't drone in Mexico. It's bad news. So, like of the conspiracies of who the drones are, which is the one you would are
Most
leaning towards the
likely,
most?
I guess I would lean towards a foreign government like doing something because for the reason that we
Testing
see
our.
it, testing our defenses and also it's not just the US. There have been some sightings in South America and other
Mhm,
places. So I feel like it's got to be a big government, and if we
mhm.
genuinely don't know who it is, then it can't be Joe's hobby out of his
Yeah,
backyard going all over the world. It's got to be some organized, effort.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or see, now the one I like it. I like. I'll go back to. I like the idea that's demons. Like I just love that idea. I think that's like, and then it gets into the whole end of the world end times,
Oh
and
wow.
like demonic forces, and I
Is the
think that one to
apocalypse
me is
happening? Is this
yeah, yeah, that one's fun. That's a fun one.
Well, tell
Uh,
me about that. Well, how does that one work? And then, and if that's true, then how do we make him go away? Right? I guess
you
that's the,
you can't
yeah.
like now. What if Donald Trump comes out on the 21st? Hey guys, these are demons. Like what do you do at that point? Like,
That-
hey guys,
yeah.
I'm coming. I'm letting you know right
This-
now.
what do you
Turns
do with
out
that? What do
the
you do with
dark,
the demon? Yeah. It's
yeah, the Dark Lord came to the Oval Office. He said, "Those are my guys. You know, we're just prepping. We don't know the day or the hour that God's going to return, but we got to get ready. You
yeah.
know, we're just
So this
doing
is
some prep.
disaster prep for the
Yeah,
demon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they know their time's limited, so they're like they're just prepping. Like we gotta get ready. Saying also, hey, it's huge.
If you
It's huge. It's the underworld. You know,
Oh my God. It's serious. You got to take it seriously.
yeah.
Wow. That is the best theory. I agree. That is the best theory that I've heard.
That's the best one. Like
Yeah.
I don't think it is that, but that would be amazing if it was.
That
And
was
it would just like I just want to know what would the world's reaction be
right.
if like because then you're like, okay, Donald Trump just said demons. It is demons, and Satan showed up and told him they're his dudes. Like, where
And
would
does
you
he
go with
follow
that?
up? Does he follow up with like a marketing campaign for the Donald Trump like demon spray or something?
Yeah.
14.99. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
and in the middle of all this drone stuff going on, the Pope didn't he like open some portals? Did you hear about that?
know. Oh my gosh. I've been
Yeah.
missing it.
Oh my
Well, how
gosh.
is all this stuff happening? And I'm on the
I
wrong channels.
Yeah, I
Like,
know, man. Like I'll even look it up right now. This has nothing to do with drones, but it's just a weird thing.
he
Uh,
opened the portal. I mean, I've seen the orb pictures from New Jersey, the weird balls of like looks
all
like
right.
ball lightning.
So here's what he did. This was on December 26th. Or here we go. It started on December 24th. Pope Francis has opened several holy doors in preparation for the 2025 Catholic Jubilee of Hope.
Yes.
All right. And I'm going to go through these. And this has nothing to do with drones, but it's interesting. I don't know what these are. St. Peter's Basilica, the first holy door to be opened on December 24th. And these I don't know what these holy doors are or what this means.
You said portal
Ribibia,
before. You meant door.
well, they say portal, but it's
Oh,
doors.
it's
And
doors.
the
Okay.
Ribia New Complex is the first time uh it's a door in the prison. And it's the first time it's ever been opened, and that happened on December 26th. St. John Lateran opened on December 29th. Papal Basilica of St. Mary Major opened on January 1st. And then the last one, the Papal Basilica of St. Paul outside the walls was opened on January 5th. The holy doors are a key part of the Catholic Holy Year, which take place every 25 years. The tradition involves pilgrims. So they've been open before. So
Okay.
it's just every 25 years this happens.
Got
But
it.
I
'Cause
guess
portal, I
it,
was picturing something else.
yeah,
Door. Okay.
so, but people they called portals, and but it's actually just doors. And
Okay. So he's going to
I
open
guess,
doors to commemorate important events.
yeah, well, it's the year of hope.
The year of
So
hope. All right.
yeah, 2025 is the year of hope. So maybe it's going to be a good year.
It could be a
And
good year. I mean, all
yeah,
this stuff connects. Is this hope for these drones to go away? I don't know.
yeah. Or like I said, like whatever the case may be, we're gonna find out what these drones are.
Yes.
Hopefully in a
Yeah.
couple weeks, and hopefully he doesn't say they're demons. And
Really
because
hope.
then I like, what do you do then? You can't do anything. Like hopefully he says, "Hey, this was Russia, 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 Russia," and
Right. Oh,
I
that would be
talked
great. Because if
I
it's the
talked to
demons, like you
Vlad.
go to work on the day that in Russia you go to work, but demons, maybe you don't go to work. I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah. If he comes out and says, "Hey, it's demon," I'm just calling into work. But hey, dudes, I'm not coming in. Demons are flying drones, or not. They're drones. They're just flying around.
Flying around, they'd feel like they
Yeah,
own the place.
yeah. So I'm not coming in because I don't see the point now because I think the end's like tomorrow. But
Right.
if it's Russia, if it's Vladimir, like, and it could very well be. Maybe they're, it's like it was the last days of Biden's administration, and they were just pushing his little buttons to like either mock him or maybe that's
I
what
could
they're
believe
doing.
that. I could believe
Like
that. Yeah.
like who are they? What do they want? I know nothing.
Not
I
me
know
neither.
nothing.
But this is the place we're going to find out. I mean, that's the whole thing. The whole point of this podcast is we're
Yeah,
going to find out one way or another.
yeah. One way or another, we're gonna find out what the drones are one way or another. See, I'll sing that song. I won't
You should
sing Defying
copyright that.
Gravity.
That sounds
Yeah.
like it would be catchy.
Yeah, it would be. It would be. So you're gonna go with foreign enemies,
I'm going to go with
foreign government.
foreign
May
government.
not,
May not,
yeah.
yeah, may
Yeah,
just
may
be
not.
testing.
Yeah, I
Maybe we
think they're
paid
pushing.
somebody to test it and we just don't want to acknowledge it. Hey,
Yeah.
you know, uh, Australia, come and test our defense. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. Just see what the people in New Jersey, just test them, see what they
Just
think.
exactly.
But
I
like I
mean,
said,
they don't
yeah.
pump their own gas, right? Maybe that
Yeah.
was part of it. And did you know New Jersey, it's
Yeah, I
illegal.
do. No, yeah. And
Yeah,
I have issue with that. I don't feel comfortable having someone else pump my gas
right. I
at
can't
all.
go there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't like it.
exactly.
I like first time like I ever stopped in New Jersey, I didn't know this. And I was
Yeah.
trying to get out to find the guy's like, no, no. And he wanted my
Yeah.
credit card. And the thing is, the thing I also was unclear about, like these guys who pump it for you, they look like they're just homeless guys standing there. Like they're not in a uniform, like
They're
the
not
one
in a
out.
uniform. They're just
Yeah.
people that you would think maybe they're getting pumping their own gas on the next
Yeah,
bay.
I don't. Yeah, and then like I had to talk to a friend of mine, and she's like, "Oh no, no, yeah, it's all New Jersey. We have people pump our gas for us." I'm like,
Right.
what kind of elite world are you in
Right.
that you need someone to pump your gas? That's emasculating.
It is.
I was there with my wife, and some dude wanted to pump my gas, take my money, and I was supposed to feel comfortable with it.
Right. I
I
know.
was
I
like,
couldn't stand for that. I mean, did she consider leaving you after that? She's like,
yeah,
I can't
she
handle
asked
this
the guy
now.
what his name was and does is he married? And turns out he is. Of course he is. He pumps gas,
I mean, it's a growth
like
industry in New
yeah,
Jersey.
and like hey, of course I'm married. All the women lined up to marry me. They're like, yeah, I'm the only guy who can pump gas.
Oh, do you have to? Because I guess you have to have some sort of gas pumping license, right? It's
Yeah.
not
Well,
anybody can do it.
I want to know, does he get to pump his own gas, or does somebody else have to pump his gas for him?
Oh,
Like even
that's the
like
whole episode.
yeah,
Yeah.
but hey, dude, hey, you can't pump your own gas. Get
Right.
Brian to do it for you. And he's like, I don't want that. It's masculine. Exactly.
Exactly. Now he
Your wife
understands.
will leave you for Brian.
And Brian works at the same gas station because
Yeah.
apparently if like three people come at once, I mean, how many people do they have to keep on staff to pump all
Yeah,
the
it's weird. I don't.
yeah.
Well, I think they run up like if I remember right, because I went and he put it in, then he went to another one, put it in, but then I get worried. Like, what if he charges me for the guy with the big truck and
Right.
has like the 100-gallon tank?
Yeah.
And I'm
But
like, dude,
you can't even take the gas nozzle out yourself, right? They do it
no, you
all.
can't do
You
anything.
can't
They do
touch
it
it
all.
because
Yeah.
it's that dangerous.
So
Yeah.
personally, like if the drones were to attack New Jersey, that would be the reason why. Like, and I'd have no problem with them doing it if that's what they declared. It's like, hey, the
Right.
drones have spoken. It's not demonic. It's just people who didn't like that New Jersey won't let you pump your own gas.
That's got to be what it is. Like even from another planet, like they would come and see, right? Let's go with
Yeah,
the alien theory. They would look at this. This is stupid. These Earthlings, like this group of
yeah,
Earthlings, is especially stupid. We'll start to fly over there.
yeah.
That's
And
really
they
what it
call
was.
themselves the Garden State, and Newark is like not a garden at all. It's a
There's no garden.
horde.
Do they
Yeah,
have vegetables or any like
yeah.
green
And
areas in
why do
New
they call it the
Jersey?
garden? Well, they have the Pines Barrens, but that's not a garden. That's a
Right.
bunch of trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like whatever. What I don't even know why it's called a Garden State.
So
I
they
need to
can't
talk to
name
my
things
friend
in
from
New
Jersey.
Jersey, and they
Yeah,
can't pump. It's kind of a messed up state. I mean, I hate to
yeah.
say it.
I don't hate to say it. Like I've driven through it, and I've been on a train through it, and it was. I mean, for our one listener in New Jersey watching our show, please don't stop just because I was not impressed with your state, and it looked awful.
Right.
I was depressing, like going on the train, looking out, and all these like empty buildings and broken out windows, no gardens.
No gardens.
Yeah. And then
Do
I
you
was on a
think?
train, so the guy couldn't even pump the gas for that because the trains don't stop for gas. So
Do you think maybe that's how we get our viewership up? Is we start like taking aim at certain states, and they
yeah.
kind of go on the channel just to protest. You know.
Yeah. Well, the thing is if we make fun of New Jersey, we'll get a lot more viewers from New York because they hate
That's
New
true.
Jersey too.
They hate
And
it
I
too.
don't blame them. I don't blame New York for hating New Jersey. But don't get me started in New York too, because they also have those people who dress up in the really bad costumes on Times Square,
Yes.
and
Do
then
they
they
not have
want
jobs? I don't know
that's their
is that their
job.
job? That's
No,
their
no,
job.
no, that's their job. And I offended them because they wanted a picture, like these guys were dressed up as Mickey Mouse and crap.
Yep.
And they're, hey, we want a picture of us. I'm like, okay. And so then they went and got our picture, and then they wanted money. They wanted like $15 for a picture. And dude, I'm like, dude, you're in really bad Disney character outfits. I'm not paying
It's
for
very
that.
old.
They got really mad at me, and they're like, well, just Venmo it. And I'm like, I ain't gonna Venmo you anything. And so my wife and I ran out of there before we got killed
Yeah.
by by
Those guys
Mickey
are scary.
Mouse.
Mickey
By
Mouse, yeah. In Times
Mickey Mouse
Square.
kills man from Maryland. So it's like, and Disney doesn't want that, you know. But that
Wow.
has nothing to do with the drones. So
No, it
we're
doesn't.
I'm
You'll find a
actually
connection. Eventually there'll be a connection to Times Square, right? It's
yeah.
all probably leads
Well,
back.
I'm with you. I think it's a foreign government doing it, and uh, I don't necessarily think that it's hostile because I think
Right.
if it was hostile, something would have happened by now. But I do think they are
Right.
testing us, similar to like when China released the balloons over us and they
Yes.
floated around. They were testing what we would our resolve and what we would do, and we did nothing besides say,
That was
"Don't
impressive
do
of
that."
us. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
We did wave a finger,
yeah.
so it's not nothing.
Don't release balloons over our. And from what I understand, it's still happening. You're just not hearing about it.
Oh wow. So
Yeah,
we got the balloons and the balloons. We have to dig into
yeah,
that for sure.
yeah. And we'll get to that eventually. We'll get to that. So I
There's
think,
so much going on out there.
yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with it's foreign government,
Foreign government,
not demonic,
right? And they hate New
and
Jersey.
yeah, they hate New Jersey, and Trump is gonna tell us everything on the 21st.
This is exciting times we live in.
Yeah, and you guys, like, if you're listening to us, pay attention. 21st, Trump's promised. And will this be his first broken promise of his administration?
Oh, let's get a scorecard out.
Yeah,
We-
we might have
we-
to start doing that. Like, what other,
Yeah,
because Kash Patel, his FBI director, said he was going to release some information. I think we should, a future episode, find out all the things he said he was going to let everyone know, and
yeah.
then and there's some conspiracy stuff in there as well.
I think can we start saying things on air like, okay, we're gonna go to the clip and then we'll
Yeah, well, you do
okay.
have a clip, do you
I
not?
do.
You want
Oh,
to
of the
show you?
drone?
Yeah, you saw a drone.
I saw a drone. I mean, I
Yeah, go
just,
ahead.
people can interpret this
Whatever
how
this
it
is.
is.
So here we
That's
go. Like if you're listening, you can't see this, but jump on over to the YouTube channel and you can see you got a picture of this drone.
yes,
And it's a circle and it's red.
it's red.
Now, when you first sent it to me, I thought it was a stoplight.
Right. I mean,
And and
people could say that,
and
right?
then I mocked you by sending you back a picture of a stoplight.
Right. You
But
did. You did.
but the thing is, like, if you enhance the photo, which I probably should have done for
Oh,
this.
and his, like they always say that in the movies. I don't know. Can I do
No,
that? Maybe.
I
Oh,
well,
oh,
well, you
enhance
can
it.
zoom in. You can
Yeah.
zoom in on it, but I'm saying in Photoshop, I actually did mess around with the contrast and all that, and
Okay.
there's nothing around it, like what I'm saying, like there, it's not a stoplight, is what I'm trying to
Oh,
say.
obviously. Yes, this is,
Is what
it
I'm
couldn't be anything else, especially like the line that looks like the thing it hangs on as a
Yeah,
stoplight is
yeah,
not there. That line,
yeah. That's not there.
showing up there, but
Yeah. So yeah, so that was your drone, and you saw that where
not New Jersey,
you were
by
not in
way
New
of
Jersey.
Maryland. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in Maryland when you saw that. That was that. See, so there's your drone shot.
I mean, I could
And
sell it, right? Someone would buy it, right?
I
Somebody
probably
just,
maybe, maybe, yeah. That's a that's a keeper. You should hang that on your wall in your living room.
I think
And
you should. Well, we should hang. You should. I don't know if you have yours to show, but your counter picture, which I believe was actually, wasn't it like a full? It was very obviously a stop sign, and it
yeah,
was it a railroad or something. I don't know. It
uh,
seemed to have some
I
other
probably
things.
do. Hold on, I can do it this way. Because I have it. I sent it to you as a message. And mine was a video. I
That's right.
think. Did
It
I not
was.
send you?
It was a video. I remember that.
And so then, uh, oh, here it is. Yes. So I will.
Yeah,
Yeah, there it is.
yeah.
So
And you can see that was,
here,
yeah,
look at
like
that.
a railroad lights going up and down. But see, yours is
Yeah.
better. That's two drones, together.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was two drones or it was a railroad light.
Yeah. However you want to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, they stayed there the whole time though. And
Yeah, they hovered. I think we say they hovered.
they hovered there and I drove under them.
Yeah, it was
And
what, 10 feet of, and maybe 12 feet above the
yeah,
ground.
I think it's
Close
about
encounter.
13 feet because that way a truck could get under them.
Yeah, 13.
They
Exactly.
were courteous to the semi trucks that were behind me. They're like, hey, we don't want to interrupt. So that's why I knew that was not demonic,
Right.
was
They were
that
courteous.
yeah, they're courteous. I don't think demons are. I don't think
I
they're
don't think they
courteous.
are. Yeah. They're
No.
probably the ones making the crop circles, messing with the
Now,
farm.
so now I have it. So I think we've exhausted the drones and
I
we've
don't
come to
think there's anything else to say, honestly.
yeah. But
We've
I
solved
want to
it.
know so people will know what we're going to talk about next. What do you want? What
Wow.
conspiracy do you want to hit on?
I honestly would love to do, because we mentioned it, the crop circles. We should probably do some research and figure out
Okay.
what that is. Because can Win do that or can Win not do that? I don't
Yeah.
know. Or is it, Billy Bob getting bored and trying to freak out the neighbors? I don't know.
Okay. So we will look into that. That'll be next week's episode is crop circles.
Right.
And wouldn't it be crazy as if between now and then someone does some crop circles show up and
Yes.
I'll look up when the first one showed up and the most recent.
What if
And
late at night somebody, I like the looking up that late at night somebody came over to your house and put one in your backyard, you would have proof, right? I
yeah,
mean, if that
except I don't have
somehow,
any crops back there.
oh,
So it
yeah,
would just be grass circles.
grass circles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's snow out there now, so it could just be snow circle.
Snow
Yeah.
circles could happen. I could see
Yeah.
that definitely happening. Yeah,
So yeah. So next week we'll talk about crop circles and what you think they are and what I think they are.
that's
And
awesome.
is it demonic? Is
Right.
it all going to come back together?
It
And
could. It
Donald
could.
Trump is going to announce 21st, it's demons. I can't do a Donald Trump. It's all right.
I mean, they're from the underworld. They're the worst.
Yeah.
They're the best
They're
of the
the
worst.
worst.
Nobody's
Satan
more bad.
came and he was in my old life. He's huge. He's huge, huge, huge. Yeah, I got to work
He
on
would
my
have the
ability.
best announcement. You know, he would have the most epic announcement of evil.
Satan was in my office. He's a dog. His wife is ugly. And it's like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. He wanted me to sell my soul. I said no. I gave him Joe's. So,
Maybe
whatever.
that's involved in the Greenland trade. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
who
there was a
knows?
backroom deal with the
Eh,
devil
Yeah.
and it involves
Yeah.
there.
Oh, so you're saying that Satan owns Greenland.
Uh,
Now
maybe that's,
you've just upset the whole country.
oh, that's
Or
right.
soon to be province if we take over. So,
Right. Well,
yeah.
if they subscribe, we don't care, right?
Yeah. No, I
We have
do.
cracked well into the single digits. I think we have 3 subscribers. Is that updated or
I
are there more?
Oh, on our YouTube channel, we are at we have three, but what's crazy, but which I don't think I've done on any of our thing. I've not told people to like and subscribe and go ahead and do that because we have quite a few views of the show
Yeah.
and quite a few. We surpassed, like I think last week we had said on our inaugural show we would be happy if we had 10 all together views and downloads and listens 10, and we outdid that by 4 times. We did 4 times what our
Well,
initial idea was
good.
going to
Wow.
be. Yeah, so we did 40
That's amazing.
altogether. And
Yeah.
we haven't really like I haven't pushed out there and like told people. Like I haven't
Right.
like we're slacking right now. I don't have an Instagram account going for us yet, which I got to work on, which is a way to add.
Advertising.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and really the only I didn't do much advertising. I think I posted on Facebook. We don't have a Facebook page yet, but we will. I'm working on it slowly, but yeah, but I was kind of shocked that when I put all the numbers together, we had 40
I love it. I'm
altogether.
amazed. And for the Facebook page, can we put the fake drone? I mean, the real drone that I took a picture of that's
Yeah,
totally
yeah,
authentic. Can we put that in
and the
there?
video I have of the drones.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so we'll yeah. So and I'll put it in Photoshop and show the analysis of the of what I my in depth with you know is that a stoplight?
right. We could call it something conspiratorial, like
Like,
stoplight autopsy
I
or
I could say it looks like a wheel within a wheel.
right. Oh yeah.
And it's red, could be
It is
demonic.
red. It's the right color. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I hear it changes sometimes to yellow and green.
Ooh, so
Yeah.
probably when it's green, I don't know what that would mean. It's probably well, red. It seems angry. So
Right. That's
green is
true.
probably kind of chill, then yellow it's getting kind of annoyed, and then red.
It could attack New Jersey. I mean, it's going
Yeah.
to be bad.
And we know why it would because of the whole gas thing. So New Jersey, stop making us let us pump our own gas. That's all I'm
Right.
saying.
I think for the next show we get t-shirts that just
All right.
say,
Let us pump our own
let us
gas.
pump gas. Yeah. The
Yeah.
freedom to pump gas is
Yeah.
a major issue in America.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. There you go. Well, there you go. I think that was a good show. Those of you listening, watching, whatever, however you found us, thank you. Tell your mom and dad and next door neighbor to check us out. And we appreciate the 40 some people who
Yes.
have already, people are like, what? 40? That's not, it is a big deal because, we literally decided to do this podcast last week.
We did.
And out of nowhere, we pulled it out. And now Tom has invested in a microphone. So come on, guys. Support Tom on his event because his wife's gonna be like, "Why did you buy a microphone? You only,
There might
got
have been a
like,
conversation about that earlier today. Yeah.
yeah, why? Why would you do that?" And it's like, well, my son said I looked that he couldn't hear me. Was it your son who told you to do it,
That is
or
my wife actually that said it's really bad. You couldn't hear me at all. So I don't know. I think you boosted the audio some, but hopefully this makes it better so you don't have to do that.
yeah? Well, I boosted mine. I left yours really low because I'm egotistical. So I was like, I want to make sure everybody hears what I got to say. Actually, my wife said, "Did you shut up at all and let Tom talk?" That was her critique.
Oh
I
wow.
said, he talks.
I talked, but you couldn't hear me. That was the thing. That's what you need to tell her. Like, oh, he needed a mic. This episode will be much better because now we both have
Yeah,
a mic.
yeah, exactly. There you go. That's what I'm going to tell her. and I'm
Yeah.
going to boost you up more.
Oh yeah. Maybe it'll sound like I'm yelling. I'll be as angry as that red light.
Yeah, maybe I'll red light. What do you mean? You mean the
I mean,
drone?
I'm sorry, the drone sighting. The
Wow. Wow. But anyway, so
suspected drone sighting.
suspected drone that you thought you saw. Well, there you go. Well, I appreciate, Tom, your time and your insight into this phenomenon. And I look forward to doing the crop circles next week. That's going to be
It's gonna be
fun.
great. Oh, it's gonna
Yeah.
be great. Yeah.
Yeah. And of the people who have listened, please like, subscribe, join us, leave a comment. Tell us what conspiracy theories or things you would like us to look into. And you would like to hear Tom's denial of what's going on in the world. And I will like back you up and say, I'm switching. I don't think it is another gun. I do think it's demons, and we're going to hear about it from Donald on the
That was a quick
21st.
change at the end.
I did, yeah.
I
Just well, that's how I work. I flip. Bam. You can't keep me down. And I'll probably as soon as I end, I'll go back to its government. But who knows?
Flip flopper. You're a flip flopper. All right.
Yeah. Oh no. I just evidence. Evidence changes my mind.
Evidence.
And,
There you go. All right.
and
We
it's
still don't
some
know how to
evidence.
even hear.
I just got some evidence within my own mind that made me flip it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
People are
not
not going to know what to expect from this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. I don't know what to expect. So
yeah, we should have a plan. Like you have a plan. I need to get a plan, right?
yeah,
Like
I have a plan already. I'm just not letting you know because it's more fun.
All right. I like how this is working out. This is good.
Yeah, me too. Well, so there you go. We'll see you all next week.
Everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
See ya.